Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The reason why I'm sitting here and I'm about to talk to you guys for a minute is because originally I was planning, and well, technically I'm still gonna put all the content in this video, but I really wanted to do like a going to the beach at night time vlog, because my sister and I actually plan to go to the beach, and we set it up to go with some friends, which we actually did end up going. And like I said, you're gonna see all that content probably after this. And it was just supposed to be a cool vlog, going to the beach, the adventures, all of that, etc, blah blah blah. However, when we were coming back from the beach, we kind of got into a car accident. We were coming down, if anybody's from Orlando or anybody has ever been to Florida and is kind of knowledgeable of the Florida beaches, we have Cocoa Beach. We went over there, which by the way, anybody that's like into NASA and space, that's where NASA is at. That's where they take out all the rockets. We went to that beach and we were on our way back. It's about depending on your speed and just how traffic is, it can take you about 45 minutes to 55 minutes from over there to over here and vice versa. We did go at nighttime, so by the time we were driving down back, it was probably like 2:30, 3 in the morning, around that time. And thank God that it happened close to the airport, because it was a little bit before the airport, but it's kind of like almost close to home, because at least myself and the people that we were all there, we live fairly close to the airport. And mind you, I'm talking about more than 60 miles per hour. Our tire popped. I was in the back driver's seat, my sister was driving, her best friend was next to her, and then her other, which is guy best friend, was next to me. The car starts spinning. Honestly, like now that I look back at it, you really don't have time to think of anything. You kind of freeze and you're in that moment of like, is this happening? Oh my God, this is actually happening. What do I do now? And then just kind of like bracing yourself, because you know if you're gonna flip, you don't know if you're gonna hit somebody, you don't know if you're gonna run into a pole, anything. So you don't know how the impact, like the end result, is going to be. When you're in that moment, at least myself, I was like, I'm probably about to receive the biggest amount of pain I have ever felt in my life, but I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna hold on tight, I'm gonna have faith that God has me. When I tell you God had us, God had us. The car eventually stopped literally by the corner, like the last end of what is cement on the road, because everything after that was like a little steep hill down of just like grass and nature and the woods and all that good stuff. As soon as the car stopped, we were all just like frozen, like, okay, is this the end of it? Like, is this over? It, like, what is this? What's going on right now? And then like the realization, like, okay, it is over. You can get out of the car, walk away. Like, a lot of things could have gone so much worse than they actually did. I remember like the first thing I did, I looked up and I was like, thank you God, you're real and you're faithful, and you're honestly, like, God is real. And I don't want to get religious. I don't want to impose my views on anybody else, but this is my video and this is my personal experience, and I did wanted to share it. So for anybody that's not sensitive and is not gonna get offended, they're just watching the video, then you know, you can just see my point of view. And then the second thing I did, I hugged my sister. I hugged my sister and her best friend. I know her since she was a little kid too, so you know, these are my little sisters, and I held them so tight. And you know, like, just thank you God that we're alive and we're here and that they're both safe. We're going this way, so there's probably like 3 car lanes now. Yeah, 3 car lanes. We were all the way on the end on this side, and we ended like spinning all the way at the end of the road on the other side, and the car ended up facing the other way, like backwards. Crazy. Thank God there were no cars next to us, because we could have really hurt ourselves. We could have really hurt other people, somebody else. We didn't flip, and I think that was my biggest fear, because I remember holding on to my sister's friend and I was like, please God, don't let us flip, please, whatever happens, don't let us flip. That's like the only thing I had time to think of. I grabbed my sister, I tried to grab for her even though she was in the front, like what was I gonna be able to do? But I don't know, she's my sister, and that was like, that's the first thing I thought, you know, my sister, hold on, don't let the car flip. Also, we didn't hit a pole. Literally, we ended like by the corner of the pole, like poles are on the highway. If we would have hit that, I think anybody that really knows about car crashes, like, people really like hurt themselves bad when they hit a pole. There were no cars coming behind us. My sister thank God again, she had a spare tire, she had all the tools to do it, and her friend was really knowledgeable about cars, so he helped us out. And then the friends that were with us, they rushed back, like they literally did a 360 on the highway to be able to get off the exit again and come help us. They parked behind us, and they actually drove behind us the whole time to make sure that we were okay and we made it home safe. Now that I'm looking back at that experience, and the reason why I wanted to share it in the first place is because mortality is real, and it comes to you in a way that you never expected, you never understand. Even with the whole coronavirus and COVID-19, like, I understand it's a real thing, and people should really be self-conscious and aware and take care of yourself and take care of others. If you don't care about yourself, at least have the respect for other people, because they're taking the time to be respectful of your life. But I also think, like, life is so precious. Life is like a second, a heartbeat, and you're done. We were literally cruising down the highway. Everybody was chilling. I was on my phone. And then all of a sudden, boom, the car is spinning. You don't know what's going on. And it's like you have no control over it. You have no control over it whatsoever. It's going to happen regardless of how you feel, regardless of, you know, whoever you are. It's just going to happen. I think that's when it really, like, it hits you like you're human. You're literally really human, and it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you have money, if you're poor, if you're pretty, if you feel like you're not pretty, if you're a good person, if you're a bad person, tall, short, Hispanic, white, black, whatever. It doesn't matter. When life decides to throw you off, it's gonna do it, and you have no control over that. I think that's why now I just feel like, I don't feel like, oh, forget everything, forget the world, forget everyone, but I do feel like I don't have time for the BS. I don't have time for these pretenses and all these things that sometimes we become so selfish in ourselves because we think we're cute and whatnot. And, you know, you should obviously think you're cute, but I also think that it's more important to really be appreciative of life and be respectful of that and be self-conscious and aware that we're here, but we don't really have control that we're here. You can have control over the decisions and the actions you do every day, but of actual life itself and even your own life, you have no control over that. I always say nothing is impossible. You just have to try. God is always going to meet you halfway. You just have to put in the effort. You can't just pray. You can't just wish and have a dream and be like, oh, I wish I was this. You have to put in the work. He's going to meet you halfway, but you have to start, because you have to let him know, I'm going to give you all this amazingness, and you just going to sit there and wait for it to come to you. And just know that when you get that, you're going to work even double to keep that and to have that. I love creating, and I love giving other people the opportunity to create, and me myself be part of that process while still allowing you to shine in your dream and in your light, and also creating original content, because I have so many ideas. I just need to, like, get myself together. Which, by the way, FYI, I am a very big fan of Diana Gabaldon. Anybody that knows her, and if you don't know her, she is the writer of the Outlander books, which, if anybody watches Outlander, it's a show. I love her. I've read all the books. I'm actually on the last book right now before the one that's coming out now gets published out. I kind of wanted to read them along to almost get to the point where she was releasing the books, because I've recently come into, like, knowledge of her and knowing her books, and that's a show and everything like that. She's very detailed. She writes hella good and a lot, and very big language, very strong words. I almost kind of feel like you have to be, like, very literate to be able to, like, understand it. I'm literally, like, googling everything, every other word that I don't understand. Like, I feel like I know Gaelic a little bit now and everything, and, like, Scottish. I'm all up in it. The show, I've seen it. It's pretty good. I might have my reservations about it, but I guess that comes from obviously being a fan of the books and knowing kind of like the whole full actual original story, and just personal opinions and views. But I mean, not that it really matters. But anyways, going back to that, big fan of Diana, and she was actually asking questions on Twitter the other day about, she's doing a writer's seminar and kind of like the questions that we would like her to answer. And I asked her a question because I've always battled with, like, I have so many separate ideas and I start writing them down, and then I kind of get so lost in translation that I just, like, oh, I'm over it. But the idea's always in the back of my head, and I feel like I owe it to myself to finish it, to continue to, like, actually get it done, even if it's good or bad, or I feel like it's not enough, but just finish it. I feel like we're our toughest judges, so obviously we're always going to see flaws in it, but you never know how other people are going to take to it. I asked her a question and she actually answered me back. I died for a whole heartbeat But it's interesting because that happened literally the next day after the accident, and that's why I wanted to bring her up. And it really shifted my life, because I feel like after that I questioned myself a lot about what I wanted, and I've never really truly outspoken myself about wanting to have my own TV and film production company. If anybody's watching that and y'all want to help me out with that, hey, let me know. Contact me, call me, text me, write to me, like, share, subscribe, let me know. I'm open to learning and wanting to take this world on with so many ideas. That's always been kind of like, I really want to do that, but realistically speaking, working like, you know, regular job, having all these bills, being a single person in a minimum, you know, not a minimum wage, but like in a middle class life, sometimes can be a little bit harder. I'm not making excuses for it, but I am saying, you know, sometimes other people do have better opportunities that are going to get them ahead before you. That doesn't mean that you can get there as well. I always kind of like, that's what I want to do, but I never felt comfortable enough pursuing it. But now I feel like it doesn't matter if you feel comfortable or not. You might not even have time. Life is so precious, and life is so delicate. I feel like we all need to live our life to our best, fullest potential. I think people really need to stop being afraid of who they are and just go follow your dreams, follow your life. Don't feel like you have to be like the people you see on TV, or you have to be like what you see in the industry or the media or whatever industry that you want to go into. You are you, and maybe you're going to be that person that's going to change it and make it different. And then you're going to be a legend because you brought something different to the table. Nobody becomes a legend by doing something that everybody else is doing. You got to be that one person that goes the extra mile or is willing to take this amount of heat. But guess what? That's what makes the difference between somebody who's always behind in a line and somebody who, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be me, and you're either going to like it or not, but this is who I am. Be you. And people will come. If people don't want to accept you and love you how you are, guess what? They don't belong in your life. They're not meant to be there, and you shouldn't even want them there. I wanted to share that with you guys. It was... Now that I've talked about it, I actually kind of do feel a little bit better. I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be working on a lot more content now. I'm really going to try to be very serious about my YouTube now that I haven't been being serious. But obviously, you can always go the extra mile. You can always do a little bit more. I think that's what I want to really pursue right now professionally in my like dream and goals. I don't want to be preaching up in here, but it is a beautiful day and I'm in a park and I have a tree in front of me and the wind is blowing in my face. And I feel very grateful right now that I'm alive. And I'm not where I want to be, but I'm also not where I started. And who knows, today I'm talking to you from my car, sitting in a park. But tomorrow I can be speaking to you from my office in my own company, from my corporation. And I can be like, oh guys, remember when I said I wanted to have my own production company? Here we are. I'm about to go on set and check some things out in a minute. And people always say you have to manifest. You have to manifest your life and what you want. I wanted to let you guys know a little bit of what was going on. I feel very enlightened right now, I guess you can call it. And I want to continue to do the best and be the best for myself. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I am on my YouTube channel and I don't know how this is going to turn out. I really hope that I can hit it off and be successful and start something with this and eventually have the things that I want to do. Acting is another passion of mine, and I think that's why I wanted to have my own production company at first. And it was because I wanted to be able to control what I performed. But I think now it's more about being a leader and being able to represent for other people, being able to let other people have the opportunity, and people that probably might think, oh, I never thought I was going to be hurt. No, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt today. I love creating. I love the whole aspect of it, not just getting there with a script and performing, but like the whole aspect. I like the business aspect. I don't know, I'm very technical like that. There's no limitations to life. And if we only have one life, I want to live it to the fullest. I want to be able to do it and make people feel like they're working on a safe environment too, because there's a lot of messed up people asking for real disturbing things to give you an opportunity. I want people to feel when they go into work to my company, they're like, I'm cool, I'm going home, I'm chilling, and not feel like, oh, I don't want to. No. I hope you guys like the blog. Sorry if I talk too much. Obviously I'm going to edit this because I've been ranting, but I just wanted to get all my thoughts out there and how I felt. It wasn't an easy experience to go through, but it did teach me a lot. It shook me for a second, and I think that's what sometimes we need to wake up. Thank you guys always for listening and watching. It wasn't all that bad. After that, we got our nails done, and then I actually ended up going to Topgolf as well, which I have footage. I think I'm just gonna put it in this video as well, and that was pretty fun. I never been there. It's here in Orlando by International Drive, and I liked it. It was pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go again, and who knows, you guys might enjoy that if you're ever in the Orlando area and you're like a golf person. And even if you're not a golf person, because it's actually a pretty cool experience, and I'm not a golf person. Harry Potter, y'all. And it's reversible, so it's all black in the back. But come on, Harry Potter, can't beat this. Let me know if you're interested. I just noticed I start all my intros the same. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. But welcome back. I'm actually excited about this video. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I'm gonna try my best to make it as good, fun, entertaining, and true to what it is as I possibly can. This was kind of like a last minute plan, and I was like, well, I haven't vlogged in a very long time. I've done videos, I've shot a couple of videos. I'm actually editing 2 right now, and then I uploaded my Disney World video recently, and then before that I did the Bamboozle challenge, and then before that I did another video. So I've been doing like challenges and stuff, but actual blogging I haven't done in a minute. I haven't really had the time to sit down and shoot a vlog, but I thought tonight I should, or I would. Today is Sunday, 5th of July, day after 4th of July. And my sister and her best friend, well, it's funny because I saw that they went to the beach last night, and I was like, oh, you went to the beach, no invite. I did say it like half truthfully, like, you didn't invite me. And then the other half was like, oh, jokingly, you didn't invite me, whatever. And then she was like, oh, let's go. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean, let's go? And she's like, yeah, let's go tonight. Get ready, come to my house, let's go. So I'm like, oh, okay. At first I was kind of hesitant about it, because, you know, you get excited in the moment, and then you're like, wait, hold up. But I was like, you know what, there's a lot going on in the world. I don't feel like I've been spontaneous enough, and I just wanted to take a rest, do something different. And so we're gonna go to the beach at nighttime. I think we're gonna go to Cocoa Beach, if I'm not mistaken, which is the closest beach to where we're at right now. They say they're gonna go skinny dipping. I'm definitely not gonna do that, but I do want to go to the beach. I mean, I would want to think, due to everything that's going on right now, this would probably be the safest time to go. There's probably not going to be a lot of people, and if you don't want to get in the water, it's a good time to go, because you can just go regular, even if you just want to soak your feet in the water or just walk through the sand barefoot, hey, and watch the moon at the beach and the stars. Like, come on, that's like unbeatable regardless of where you're at. I'm waiting for her right now. I just got to her house, and we shall be on her way to the beach at nighttime. That's what you get for trying to be YouTuber.
Oh, you're a YouTuber.
Vlogging and
Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to the beach. What time is it?
10:29.
And we're about to head to the beach. The crew is here.
It's so early.
Crisali's putting gas somewhere. Our whole other people is on another car. But yeah, pray for us, y'all.
Wait, just see what to do. Could take a minute, they're trying to read it. What's the coaching that man? We're on our way.
Pensé que era para el otro lado. Ok, ahí. ¡Ey! Next time. I hope you guys enjoy the vlog and the footage. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Help a sister out. And I would hopefully, God willing, see you on the next time. Peace, love, and everything in between. Literally, for real.